crossover guide. This guide will show you how to master moves you may think are broken or you don't think work well in the comp setting. If you follow everything correctly in this guide, you'll get less bump and force pickup animations. This will make your grind for playmaking badges a lot easier, as you'll be more successful with every crossover move you have in your arsenal. Now let me introduce myself. I'm Jersey Made 93. Crossovers in 2K work just like fighting games. There are short range moves and there are long range moves. Distance is a major factor in knowing which animation you need to use to get past the defender, as each crossover attacks different angles on the defender. Just like fighting games, using a short range attack in a long range situation and vice versa will get you the results you don't want. But let's first talk about what makes an animation long range or short range. Long range moves are moves that take longer to complete. Long range animations, even though the basketball may change hands, doesn't mean the animation is over. As you see right here, these are the windows that animations have, and the windows will determine which crossover falls in the short or long range category. So the long range animations are the front crossover, in and out, hesitation, and the forward spin dribble. You'll want to use these moves when there's a significant gap between yourself and the defender. Using these moves in the tight spaces will result in a bump. To get a crossover to work, we'll first want to get the defender leaning or moving laterally. As he's moving to position himself, flick the right stick towards your opposite hand. The front crossover is a great move for maintaining your momentum and making the distance to the basket much shorter, because all the front crossover moves, regardless of the signature animation, ends with the dribbler attacking in a straight line. And the fastest way to get to any place is in a straight line. The in and out is also a great move to throw out in transition as a setup for a short range move like the between the legs, behind the back, but I'll show examples of combos a little later in this video. Now the forward spin. Now this is a move that doesn't require the defender to lean one way or the other, because if you can just get this move to play out without getting bumped, you will be able to get into a lot of great counters, because this move is really good and it has a nice speed burst with it. Now, if the defender does guess the direction that you are spinning in, you can simply use a snatchback, as you see right here, to counter him. Now we have the short range moves. The short range moves are moves that have a much smaller animation window. So those are going to be your between the legs, your behind the back, and your lateral spins. Now we'll talk about the between the leg first. Now the between the leg works just like the crossover. The key is to get the defender leaning one way, but this works in those tighter windows that the front crossover couldn't fit in. The behind the back is the move you can use when your defender is too close. You can wait till the last minute to trigger this animation and still be successful. Make sure the defender is just about to cut you off to get the best separation.
Him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Takes it off the glass.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
And that was the...
Now, the lateral spins works best when a defender is almost jamming you or is in your jersey. So you want to use that when they're super committed to that one side and you're going to spin opposite. The lateral spin works very well because as you're spinning away from the defender, you're also going to be sealing them by putting them on your opposite hip. The spin launch is something you have to master, but I'll cover crossover launches in the advanced dribbling video, which will be dropping very soon. Last, we have the pick and roll moves. These are simply your lateral snatches, left stick flicks, and your lateral hezzies. My pick and roll tutorial will go over the other two moves in more detail, but the lateral hezzies are perfect animations to freeze defenders fighting through screens. You can use them to set up crossover step backs, or as you see with Curry, his signature behind the back move. Add these tips with silver or gold hyperdrive, an ankle breaker, or a clamp breaker, and you have an unguardable build. I'm Dribbling93, and hopefully this video will help you guys who have no idea which move to use in what situation, so now that you can apply this knowledge and take it online and get more success. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and stay till the end and look into the comment section so you can check out my playlist for all my 2K23 guides. Peace.